What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Al King back on that again with another banger for y'all's out here today there, y'all. And guys, welcome on back to the channel. You know I got my awesome girl up in here, Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Black Widow says hey y'all with her pretty self. And guys, real quick, excuse the nails, they are longer than a motherfucker because your boy has lost his nail clippers for the 1000th time. So I gotta blast off to somewhere to go get some more. That's the number one thing I keep on losing. Every time I cut them and then I lose them and then I gotta buy more. You know, my first sponsor needs to be some nail, like if it's a nail clipper company, I need them to be my first sponsor because that's the first damn thing I keep on losing. But guys, we gotta go over this article right over here by CBR.com. We got some new images came in, guys, for Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, as described in the thumbnail and also the title, they had some trouble on this set. Now, nobody got hurt, you know, nothing I could find in this article at least. But guys, we gotta talk about the major dangers that our director over here, Mr. Edwards, and his cast and crew, Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali, all them faced while making Jurassic World Rebirth. Let's get on into it. By the way, they was shooting in Thailand. Once I heard Thailand, I said, ooh, I hope they scoped that place out really good because that wildlife is gnarly. But let's get on into it, guys. So speaking with EW, Edwards described the dangerous conditions the cast faced while filming on location. I'm allowed to say this for now, that we're on the other side of it. But we shot in rivers and these mangrove swamps. When we were scouting, when we were scouting them, we saw poisonous water snakes, massive ones that we had to catch. We kept it quiet from the actors as they spend the whole day waddling through the same area, and there were giant spiders that were poisonous and stuff on the edges of the trees. You just wouldn't point them out if you saw them. Just keep going. I'm not even surprised, guys. You know, I'll tell you, hey, Thailand might be really, really affordable if you're a traveler or whatever, but hey, do not get hurt out there. Do not play around with that wildlife. Once you step out the US, that wildlife is gnarly. And Southeast Asia, listen, I'm a massive reptile nerd, so I'm going to have fun with this one. Now, I will say this, you know, it's like if you're on land, you should be okay if you watch your steps and everything. But once you enter like the swamp, mangrove swamps and rivers, and you're in Southeast Asia, okay, like listen, I love reptiles. I love Black Widow. But there is two things I'll be highly terrified of, and they have these in and they have these in Thailand. I'm gonna throw out some of the dangerous animals that they have in Thailand, just so you guys can see what Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, the entire cast of Jurassic World Rebirth had to, you know, dodge and make sure they didn't come across. And this is a lot of shit that can kill you out there in Thailand. But here is some here to name a few. If you're going into the swamps and the waters, my biggest, I'll probably say the worst ways to die, in my personal opinion, there's about two animals. Well, technically three. No, yeah, three animals. Three animals I'll be literally the most concerned of regarding Thailand. Number one, the most scariest one to probably come across if you're in the water. This is probably the most brutal way to die, but a saltwater crocodile. Those things can reach up to 20 feet. And on top of that, they move very, very quickly in the water. So, and on top of that, from the looks of that water over here, it reminds me from back in the day when I used to live in Florida. I was born and raised in Florida, just so y'all know. Now I'm a Texas boy now, but yeah, back in my Florida days, I remember seeing water like this, very, very murky. You couldn't really see what's in there. Like, it can be a gator next to you. You won't even know what the fuck is next to you until some shit happened. But thankfully, hey, they have some talented scouts, you know, that went out there in them waters and shit, because round of applause, because like you going into the swamps of Thailand, Like a saltwater crocodile is definitely probably one of the worst ways to go if you're in like water and shit. Yeah, that's not a. Oh, thank goodness nobody got attacked or nothing, from at least from what I seen over here from this portion of the article. If anybody on set knows anything more, y'all let me know. Reach out if this video happens to really blow up. But a saltwater crocodile, I mean, you get attacked and like you go underneath that water, and then like then crocodiles, they attack you so damn smoothly to the point where it's like once you hear a scream and then it's like boom, you're gone. Like no, not even a fighting chance. And then you're underwater. My dumb ass can't really swim like that, so I know I'm fucked. Yeah, so saltwater crocodiles, that's definitely the most dangerous thing you can probably come across if you're in like the swamps and shit in the water, which I don't know why the fuck you would be in the water anyway. But yeah, hey, I get it, you're making a movie. I hope, you know, they had a lot of, you know, security and people watching, scouting heavily, which it looked like they did a pretty dang on good job of, because that's some scary shit to come across. A saltwater crocodile full grown, that's the worst thing to come across. I'm not really so worried about venomous snakes. I know they do have cobras in Thailand, king cobras too at that. The longest venomous snake out there alive to this day. That is a scary one too, but at the same time, you got a much more fighting chance if you're on a movie set like this and you get bit by a king cobra. Guarantee on a big production set like Jurassic World, Rebirth, these motherfuckers probably got the helicopters, they got the choppers and shit on set. So if some shit go wrong, they ready to fly your ass right there to the hospital. You'll be straight and, you know, pretty dang on quickly. You know, they gonna have you covered. But a saltwater crocodile get your ass and drag you who knows where, you're fucked. Ain't no saving you, maybe, but them bitches is fast. In the water, now if you're on land, you got a fighting chance. But if you're in that water, your ass is fucked. But so saltwater crocodile, most dangerous thing to come across. Number two, I gotta point out, when it comes down to snakes, they do have the longest snake in the world, the reticulated python. Now, Black Widow here, she's a python as well. She's a ball python, but very, very friendly. Honestly, pythons in general, in captivity, they tend to be very friendly. Never had one struck at me. Plus, I'm very good at reading their behaviors. So, you know, it's like I know what to do and what not to do when you're messing around with reptiles, snakes, and everything. Like, I know the do's and don'ts, you know. But out there in the wild, it's a different story. Reticulated pythons, I think the biggest one ever recorded was over 32 feet, if I'm not mistaken. But on average, they can get up to about 14 to 20 feet long. And that's a long motherfucker. And they strong as shit. Now, why would I be terrified? Now, I'm not terrified of snake, but why would I be terrified of being in a position like here, like Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, all them, in the water like that? Because one, it's murky. And something like that, 10, 20 foot snake coming your way and a constrictor on top of it. Dude, you get wrapped up. Dude, that like it's such a brutal way to go too, because like not only are you getting constricted, but also you're under the water as well. Once your head goes under, it's like, yeah, you're really fucked. But like, yeah, like versus on land, they like these guys move very, very slow. Pythons will move crazy fast. They're very slow bodied animals. Well, heavy bodied animals, but they move pretty slow. But in that water, them things can move now. Don't get it twisted. So you get hit by one of them and they wrap you up and you go into that water. Like if you're lucky, hopefully you hopefully you just suffocate and just get crushed to death from all the power of the snake. But if you gotta drown first and as you're suffocating to death, that's probably hands down probably the worst way to go out. Like, yeah, not fun. Yeah, but and crazy thing enough, you can keep a reticulated python as a pet. Now, low key, I do want the dwarf version, like the super dwarf. They look so fucking cool. I would love to get one of them. They only get about 10 feet. The rule of thumb with big constrictors, once they surpass about 10 feet, that's really when it starts to get dangerous. That's when you start to gamble with that's basically when you start to gamble with your own life at that point. But if they're under 10 feet, it's nothing really to worry about. I mean, kind of ish, but just don't be a dumbass, you know, with these animals. But for the most part, you know, just understand, like, now you do have to be careful, because with them super dwarf, you know, you got to make sure you got a solid breeder. Because if you get one of them motherfuckers from the mainland and the breeder, he try to cheap out and be like, fuck it, I got to get rid of a lot of shit. Be like, hey man, you know what? This really a super dwarf, but in reality, that motherfucker came from the mainland and it's gonna get big as shit. You got a big fucking problem on your hands. But so that's the second thing to worry about: reticulated pythons. And then number 3, Thailand has tigers. You probably never even see that shit coming. You already know how smooth cats be moving, especially this shot right here in the grass. Imagine walking and you hear some roaring. Fuck that. You probably won't even hear no roaring. You just be cruising, shooting the movie. And then boom, here come a tiger come out of nowhere, attack you, mold to the ground. I mean, you may have a fighting chance with the cast and crew. Guarantee there are some weapons on set, you know, protection, something, you know, somebody's scouting and, you know, watching the surroundings for sure. But I would definitely be worried the most about those top 3 animals, hands down. If I was in Thailand in the jungles, the swamps, hands down the top 3 things I'll be worried about personally. But And I ain't gonna lie, I'm terrified of spiders, man. Spiders creep me the hell out. And they got them big ones too. Oh, I can't rock with them, man. But yeah, you guys, this is just basically some of the dangers that the cast and crew of Jurassic World Rebirth had to face. Now, hey, the director, at least he played it smart. He didn't have everybody panicking from some of the shit he came across out there as they were scouting venomous snakes and everything. And they had to catch these motherfuckers too. That's the wild part. Massive ones too. I wonder, did they catch a retic? Anybody who worked on Jurassic World Rebirth, y'all let me know. Did y'all catch a reticulated python? And did y'all have to remove, did y'all have to remove any saltwater crocodiles? I do want to know that question. Hey, if so, I'd be down to do an interview, a live. That would be pretty savage. But my email is below. Anybody who worked on the set, this video does blow up. I would love to, you know, definitely, hear what you guys had to say on that. But yeah, they played that shit smart, not revealing that to the cast, because I can't imagine all the actors up in here. They ain't know what the hell they signed up for. It was like, oh, okay, just another day. Like, yeah, another day. All right, okay. But thankfully, everything went okay. But, you know, guys, I just want to go over this quick article right here. You know, share these new set photos, but also just talk about the challenges of shooting in Thailand and, you know, just the things they had to come across, the wildlife. They got that hood wildlife over there. But, you know, guys, is really all I gotta say. It's your boy Al King. Like and subscribe, share. It's my awesome girl Black Widow. Say bye, Black Widow, and say bye to motherfucking haters too. Black Widow says bye to the haters too. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap it on up. I'm gonna go get me some nail clippers. I really hope Dollar Tree is open. I gotta go over there, or Family Dollar. And you know, I'm worked out today. That's another thing too I forgot to say too earlier this video. Your boy had another clean workout too. Feeling great. Got the mind and body is nice and sharpened. And now y'all know what I'm finna do tonight. After I go get everything done, I'm gonna smoke me a fat one. Go talk to me some MILFs at Dollar Tree and Cougars as well. Go back home, eat me some ice cream, and call it a day. But it's your boy Al King. Like and subscribe, share. We'll be catching y'all in the next one. Y'all take it easy.
I possess all your dreams. A demon preys on the weak. You better